Happy Sabbath, boys and girls. I hope that you've had an excellent week and that for those of you who started school this week, that school is off to a great start and that this is the beginning of a great school year for you. The story that I'm going to be telling you today is a story about controlling our emotions. Now, how many of you have been upset to the point where you might have said something or done something that you regretted after? I think we've all been in that situation where sometimes our emotions just get the best of us, and in the heat of our anger, we do something or say something to someone that isn't so nice. And after the fact, we regret it, but oftentimes the damage has already been done. So the story today is about a little boy. His name is Fred, and Fred had an issue controlling his anger. Now, Fred's dad, realizing this, thought to teach him a lesson. So he said, every time, Fred, that you lose your temper, you have to take a nail and drive it into this big wooden fence that was in their backyard. So Dad gave Fred a big bag of nails, and in the first day, Fred put 37 nails into that piece of wood. He was really mad. But over time, Fred started to realize that controlling his anger might be a little easier than hammering nails all the time into this big hunk of wood. So as the days went on, Fred would hammer less and less nails until at some point it had been a week that had gone by where Fred had hammered no nails at all. And he was really proud of himself. And pleased, his father saw this and said, okay, now that we've learned to control our anger, every day that you can control your anger and that you don't get upset and do something rash, then you can pull one nail out of the fence. And once again, this is something that started slowly, and day by day, Fred would pull one nail at first, maybe two nails, maybe skip a day. Eventually, he got to the point where all of the nails that he had hammered into that big wooden fence had been completely removed. Now, although the nails had been removed, one thing that Fred's father pointed out to him was that the holes that were driven into the fence by those nails were still there. And the lesson here is that even though we can sometimes take things back, even though sometimes we can be sorry and we can apologize and we can try to make things right, oftentimes when we do things in the heat of our emotions, when we're angry or when we're upset, the damage that we cause to other people still stays. Even if we are extremely sorry and we apologize, the damage can still stay. And this is why it is so important to ask God and to ask the Holy Spirit to help us to control our emotions such that when we do things, we're not doing them out of the heat of the moment, but we're actually doing them with a sound and calm mind. And this will help us to minimize the amount of damage and hurt that we cause to our friends, to our family, and to those around us, and will help us be better examples to others of what Christ wants us to be. This is the story that I have for us today, and my prayer for each and every single one of you as you start this new school year is in those moments when your friends or your teachers or your siblings or your parents make you upset, remember to just take a deep breath, to be calm, and to ask God to lead you in all the decisions that you make so that you don't do something that you will later regret and that will ultimately cause harm to people that you won't be able to take back. Okay? So that is my prayer for each and every one of you, and it's a prayer that you can say for yourself each and every day as well, to help God help you to control your emotions. And we know that God, who is all powerful, can do just that for you. All right? Take care, boys and girls. Happy Sabbath.